Dude, I cannot be loud. I cannot be loud, but Norway just beat Brazil 2-1 at the World Cup. We're going to the quarterfinals. Oh my fucking god. I've seen this. I was gonna make another video on this. On the after the Ivory Coast, but the game. I was a bit lazy with it, but no matter. I did not predict that Norway was gonna beat Brazil. It is finally. It is. Dude, I can't believe it, man. Like, I have supported this team for 5 years, since the 2021 World Cup qualifiers, and since then I have just been. It feels like I've been stung every single time I've supported for this team. We Nations League, that one game where we lost against Scotland, and where we conceded 2 goals in 3 minutes in the last few minutes of the game, and Euro qualifiers, we didn't do anything. But now we in the World Cup qualifiers, we qualified perfectly, even though there were some games that were scary. And I mean, but the entirety of the World Cup qualifiers, we played phenomenally. Nusa, an unsung hero. There have been many people who have praised Haaland, deservedly so. He's definitely our best player, and without him, I don't know if we would have even gotten to the World Cup. Definitely, probably not out of the group stages. But like, we have to give credit to some of the other players, like Patrick Berg, Martin Ødegaard, Antonio Nusa, Christopher Ayer, and definitely today, NYLAND. NYLAND today was amazing. He really couldn't have done more. He was kind of rage baiting Neymar with that penalty. He did not really do much on that penalty, and it makes sense because we were 2-0 up. But I just can't believe it. Like, it was great. It was great by everyone. It has all been a team effort throughout this. I think this Norwegian team has grown incredibly mature because we've been upsetted so many times before. We've just thrown it away so many times before that we have gotten this attitude where we never doubt the opposition. We've drawn 0-0 against Kazakhstan. I don't know how low Kazakhstan ranks. I think, like, at that time it was like 90th place on the FIFA World Rankings. We drew 0-0 to them. We lost 5-1 against Austria in the Nations League, and this team has underwent so much pain that I think it has strengthened themselves. They are incredibly humble. They respect the opposition, yeah, I mean, I'm just so happy about this. I'm just so happy about this World Cup. Like, I'm just so happy about everything in the region football. The fans are incredible, and I mean, the spotlight is kind of on us. We are kind of we like, a lot of foreigners talk about us, and it's interesting. Like, it's never before, like, it's never before experienced, to me at least, that the entire world is watching us. The entire world is paying attention to us in a game like football. It is so weird. It is incredibly weird. We beat Brazil. We have never lost to Brazil. Never. Not in World Cup. Not in the World Cup. Not in friendlies. Never. Every game we've played against Brazil, we've either won or drawn. We beat Brazil again, and we're moving to the quarterfinals, facing either England or Mexico. 2 good teams, and the Mexicans, they are ruthless. The Mexican fans, definitely, they are ruthless. But I am so, like, I don't know. I'm so glad we have HAALAND. HAALAND. I'm so glad. Like this team in general is great. I was there when our best options were a young Haaland, Joshua King, and Mohamed El Yunusi. Of course, there was Ødegaard and Sørloth, like a beta Sørloth. But now we have these incredible young players and proven players on European club level or international European club. Okay, you know, we just have so many. We just have so much quality. We've had the most quality ever. This is our best team ever. We have never made. Like, we have never had a team better than this. Okay, 1930s, what was it again? The 1930s Olympics, where we got bronze, but like 1930s, come on, like what? And it was in the Olympics. Nobody takes Olympic football seriously. This is our best team assembled yet. I am just so happy to be experiencing this as a Norwegian. I'm just so happy to be experiencing this. It doesn't feel real. Antonio Nusa is slept on. People need to talk more about Antonio Nusa. I love Antonio Nusa. He is our flashiest player. Definitely. He is our flashiest player. He is our best dribbler. And Patrick Berg, let me tell you about Patrick Berg. His presence on the midfield is second to none. He is our best midfielder, and he's shown in the Champions League with Bodø Glimt. He has impressed. He has definitely impressed this World Cup. His presence on the pitch is just immense. He brings a level of security that I feel like not many midfielders I've seen can match. I mean, I'm definitely more emotionally invested in Norway than the other teams, so I feel like there's probably a bit of bias here. If I was, say, French, I would probably say that. Like, I don't know, Olise would. I feel like Olise brings a lot of security to the field, but no matter. Patrick Berg is a guy that you can trust with the ball. He runs like hell. He doesn't get tired, and he dribbles. He defends. He brings the ball up. He creates chances. He is superb. Sander Berge brings also a level of security. He's a great DM for us, and I love him. He doesn't get involved with the attack a lot, but he doesn't need to. His job is to defend, and thankfully he's doing a good job at that. He's an incredibly solid player. Martin Ødegaard today, he ran like hell. He pressed so much. I loved him. I loved seeing that from him. And the manager, like at the start, like when the manager took over, it was like for years it was bad. Like we were all like 0-0 to Latvia. Something like that, at 1-1, 0-0 to Latvia, getting scrutiny. He got a lot of scrutiny for years, like maybe 3 years. When did he take over? Like after 2021 qualifiers. So like 2022, for like 3 years he was under scrutiny until the 2026 World Cup qualifiers. That's when everything clicked. Everyone began playing well together. Everybody began just working together, and it felt like magic. Like we were finally good. It just sprung out of nowhere. I'm so happy that it all works out in the end. I'm sorry, but I did not trust in Ståle Solbakken. I did not trust in him. I wanted him fired, and I felt that the Norwegian FA was being very complacent. Like they were very they were very scared of making a move, but I'm glad that I'm actually very glad that they let him actually do his project, like actually bringing the team together and making them play well. I'm just so I'm so impressed with this team. People do not see this. People did not see this. People looked at Norway as like a feeder nation. And now we're here in the quarterfinals of the World Cup. I don't know how much longer I can talk about this. I really want to make a video about my experience as a Norway fan from start to from the 2021 World Cup qualifiers to at the end of the World Cup when that's finished. Like I don't know how far Norway will go. Many people projected that Norway were gonna finish at the quarterfinals. At least Norwegian football journalists and such. They predict that we were going to go to the quarterfinals. I don't know. Maybe we can go further, but it seems unlikely. But who knows? I mean, we of course hope to win the World Cup, but truthfully, I was just happy that we qualified. We haven't qualified in 28 years, and we finally fucking did it. We haven't qualified to anything, not even the Euros, for 28 years. No international competitions since 1998 in France, where we beat Brazil. But it's just amazing. I loved how the manager rested his players against France. That turned out to be a perfect play, and of course it was. I don't know, scrutiny. The people who wanted to see HAALAND versus Mbappe. Okay, I can see that. I know that you wanted to see that. I wanted to see that too. But you have to consider, Norway, like us. You can't just expect us to put on a show every single time. We actually want to win, and I just I've seen Mark Goldbridge. He criticized Norway for resting their players against France because it's disgraceful or something. But shut the fuck up. And then I see him celebrating when we score. Fuck off. Fuck you. You clearly don't care about this. I mean, I know he cheers for England. He's gonna say well, I cheer for fucking England, mate. That's probably what he's gonna say if he were to watch this video. I'm fucking being schizophrenic here, but still, you do not care about Norway like I do. You do not care. Of course he doesn't. He himself said, what am I on about here? But still, fuck you. You just don't even talk. Don't even talk. I know you're upset, but you have to see a different side to this. As he's a Manchester United fan. Of course he would know something about I don't know, fucking managerial 101. Of course. This guy's a football fan. This is basic football knowledge. This is common sense. This game, the France game, didn't even matter. The France game didn't even matter. Why the fuck would we play our A team in a game that we honestly lose either way? It doesn't fucking matter. Anyway, that game gives players on the bench a chance to play at the World Cup. What the fuck? What the fuck? Man, but anyways. I'm just, yeah, no, this World Cup's been a ride. It's been amazing. It's been fantastical. 48 teams, that's a lot of sorry, it's a lot of teams, but we've gotten Cape Verde out of it, and yeah. I'm super impressed. I'm super impressed. I hope this sparks I hope this sparks a new football interest in our country, and this just keeps, this World Cup performance just keeps makes more younger players want to play football. It's already the most popular sport, but that this will probably bring in more kids, more teenagers to play it, and I'm happy. I really hope that happens. I hope this our football federation gets more funding, or just our sports federation, our youth sports federation. I hope that really, or is it just idrettsforbund? I think that's just like all sporting, but I think it's specifically at like grassroots level that it supports grassroots level football. And yeah, I hope that continues to get funding and that more people start engaging with football, because we are in the quarterfinals. We've beat Brazil. We've beat Ivory Coast. We've beat Senegal. We've beat Iraq. Jesus, I'm sorry. I'll say it fluently. I'll say Iraq correctly in no. Well, I guess I just did. Okay, disrespect lifted. Man, it's just a dream come true. Yeah, I think I've already said this, but I was just happy that we qualified to the World Cup, and I honestly thought we were gonna get out in the round of 32. I thought we were gonna lose. I thought we were gonna lose to Senegal because they have so much more experience than us. I mean, like, come on, the AFCON is every 2 years. They get to qualify for every World Cup, every AFCON. They get deep runs in the AFCON, and they get out of the group stage, or at least get out of the group stage, or at least play in the group stage. You know, they qualify, so they have mountains of experience to us who have no experience. So I'm shocked. I thought we were gonna go out, like, get third in the group. I thought we were gonna beat Iraq. I was pretty sure about that because they don't have much experience either. So I thought we were gonna get third and then go out because we faced a strong team in the round of 32. But no, we got second, and then we got Ivory Coast, still a very strong team. In 2023, they won the AFCON, and they're just a very strong team. They also have a lot of experience. I don't think they had a lot of experience in the World Cup, but definitely in AFCON. So yeah, in international affairs, they have probably more experience. Well, yeah, they have more experience than us. But we managed to beat them. That was a close game, very close game. And then we faced Brazil, and I thought it was over. I was like, yeah, we had our run, and I'm happy. But then then today, or I guess yesterday, because it's 2:30 a.m., we beat them 2-1, and it was pretty. We played very well. We had 67% ball possession, and what was it, like 64, something like 60, 63, 64, something, 66, 67, yeah, around that area. We dominated ball possession, and we had one more shot on target than them, even though they had some very scary chances, like that Martinelli header. If he were to just be like a couple of centimeters, a couple of inches further, then that probably would have went in. But he didn't, and the game's over, and we won. I'm so impressed. I'm so impressed. NYLAND, I have to preface this, even though HAALAND scored 2 goals, if it weren't for NYLAND, dude, saving a penalty, saving multiple more shots, he was the man of the match. He conceded the penalty, but that's because he was trolling Neymar, or whatever. I don't know what he said, but he said something. But yeah, class performance by him. It's like the keepers this World Cup, Vozinho, now NYLAND, and many more. Yeah, Suzuki, and yeah, probably many more. They've all been great. So yeah, Nusa got a couple of good dribbles, and I'm happy about that. He got a couple of he could have created some good chances, and I'm just happy for him. I want him to succeed. So yeah, just incredibly satisfied with this World Cup. Yeah, like, I really want to make a video essay. Yeah, I've said this before. I don't need to say it again. But I think that's everything I want to say. Watching it with my family, that was great. I did want to watch it with one of my friends. but many of them were on holiday or didn't respond. We're probably doing something else. We're probably, I don't know. So yeah, I mean, it was pretty short. It was a pretty short notice. It was literally like 2 hours before the game started, so you can't really expect much. So yeah, just incredibly impressed. I think I've said, I mean, like, I could sing praises about every single player on this team, even the new guy, Asgard. He calls himself Asgard, so I'm just gonna Asgard, yeah. The new guy who was kind of when he got selected over another player, Dunham, he that selection was a bit under scrutiny when they were being selected for the World Cup or before the World Cup. Sorry, that pick by the manager got a little criticized because Audion Dunham, he was I mean, he was okay. He was decent in the qualifiers. But yeah, Asgard got picked over him, and he scored against France, and he had a really good presence against France. So yeah, man, I just think it's incredible how I've seen this team crumble under pressure, but now they can handle it. They defend. They don't give up goals. That penalty was whatever, bro. I mean, like, we had a 2-goal lead. Still, we shouldn't play with fire. We should not play with fire. But I mean, it was close. It was nearing towards full time, but still, we should not play with fire. I did not like that. I do not like how we gave up 2 penalties that game. But I mean, who wouldn't? Who wouldn't be afraid? Who wouldn't be afraid to concede two massive goal opportunities in one game? Or who would be happy with conceding 2 penalties in a game? Like nobody. And Brazil are a very competent team. They had very good chances that game. That Endrick solo run, solo run. I mean, not really a run, but when Endrick was alone, and he just shot it a little bit out of little bit too far, and it went to the side of the post. And of course that I don't know if you call it a chip or just a high shot, but the one that NYLAND almost barely saved, that was scary. But yeah, it was also a great save. So yeah, no, Brazil, they had very good opportunities. It could have been 4-2 for like it very well could have been 4-2, but we just have like one of the most clinical strikers up top, and Brazil are lacking a striker. They've had that problem for a bit now. So yeah, I mean, but full respects to Brazil, and any opponent we faced, every opponent we faced, well, maybe except for Iraq. I mean, like no offense, but still, even Iraq, they defended incredibly well in the first half. They were incredible in the first half. I mean, they conceded 2, but still, their defense was unbreakable. If we didn't have HAALAND, then it could have been. I mean, they scored a goal, so it could have been 1-0 to them. But I mean, that defense was amazing by them. And the Senegal game, it was also incredibly close, 3-2, and the last few minutes, it was just so nerve-wracking, but we managed to last until the end. And Ivory Coast, I mean, that too, amazing save by NYLAND. He was amazing free kick save, and pretty good, pretty solid game overall. And Patrick Berg, he was incredible that game. Nusa, that goal was amazing goal. And scoring that as your first World Cup goal in the knockouts, amazing. And to put your team in front, Holy hell. And Brazil, yeah, I just said they had like many good opportunities, and if it weren't for NYLAND, then they would have probably won like 4-2. Or maybe they would have won like 3-0. Who knows? 4-0. If it weren't for our keeper making, you know, doing long shots, to get the ball up front, to get on the counter. I mean, like any keeper would do that. So I don't know, but still, like it very well could have been 4-2 to Brazil if they finished their chances well, and they had many good chances. Just incredible game, incredible game. Neymar's last game, that is pretty sad to think about. But it's like, it is what it is. Yeah, no, I'm just really, really impressed by this World Cup run. I think that's gonna be I think that's gonna be it. Now I think I'm finished. I think I'm finished now. The funny part is that I was gonna make a video similar to this after the Ivory Coast game. I've already said this, but I think I need to explain myself like fully on that. So yeah, as previously mentioned, I was gonna make a video on that after the Ivory Coast game, and but then I got lazy and I just never finished it, even though it's probably just gonna be like a blank screen like this, and have or just have a couple of images. I mean, like, maybe not entirely. It was gonna be about. I tried to upload the video first, but it had copyrighted material in it. I played like I played videos of or some highlights of the game, and that got copyright struck before it could be uploaded. So I just decided, and it said like this video cannot be viewed in certain regions or something. This video cannot be viewed at all. So I just decided, oh well, fuck it. And then I tried to edit the video today, and I don't know, it only just played the first 8 seconds, and I thought that was weird. So, but anyways, yeah, I'm glad that I can upload this though. Thank you for watching. If you managed to watch until the end, I have no idea what. This is just like whatever. It doesn't matter. It's pure. It's for pure vibes, pure happiness, pure ecstasy that Norway managed to beat Brazil, and just me being like feeling just like I can trust this team now. I feel like I can trust this team more at least. But yeah, just really excited about Norway's World Cup run and shit. So yeah, thank you for watching my video if you got here to the end, and yeah, bye bye.